So at our firm, at Neil Gerber Eisenberg, our experience with PRP has been different from other consulting firms. And there are several reasons for it. Like I said earlier, they come in and they really partner with us. They act as our advisor. We feel like they're working on our behalf and they want what's best for us. They understand what our strategic goals are, what our cost-saving goals are, and they push accordingly to help us get to those goals. I don't see any egos involved. And sometimes with consulting firms, they come in and they want you to know that they're the experts, that they know what's best for you, and it's either their way or no way at all. And I've never had that experience with PRP. They really care about what's your culture, what fits for you, and how they can come in and help you. And I see that as a huge difference with other consulting firms that we've worked with. The other thing that's been really great about PRP is they have real solid industry experience and expertise. So that adds to the complement of what we have in terms of expertise, and they'll come in and say to us, this is an area we can help you with. We have the depth and bench of experience that you need to be able to get you to where you want to. I've had experiences with other consulting firms where they say it when they don't really have it, and then they're just kind of struggling to figure it out and charging you huge dollars. With PRP, if they don't have experience in a certain area and the expertise that you're looking for, they will tell you that up front. So nobody's spending any money on it. And like I've said before, PRP's model is such that you don't really lose any money, because if you think you've done your best at negotiating your contracts with your vendors, if they're going to come in and save you some money, how's that a bad thing? You weren't going to have those savings anyway. Whereas with other consultants, you're paying them up front whether you get a good result or not. So I just see the whole business model. I wish more consulting firms adopted this business model because it works so well for us.
What differentiates PRP for me as a consulting firm is the depth of knowledge that they seem to have. I'm always intrigued by the fact that when I ask them about a new service line that we have in my firm, a service provider or a product, it seems like they have a real bench strength in someone who's got experience in that area, knows that business, and can come in and help us. And then I would say the other thing that has differentiated PRP, although other consultancies have tried this, is just sitting around and brainstorming with you guys. Don, and I believe you were with him, and I know John a few weeks ago were in my office, and Don just started asking me questions. He's like, well, what do you guys do for travel? And I said, well, we use the American Express Travel and the American Express Travel Card Program. And I said, I don't see any ways you guys could help us with that. And he's like, well, what about this? Or what about this? And all of a sudden we had all these ideas, and now here we are in the middle of a new review of our travel program, our card program. And I don't know if that'll go anywhere, but just the fact that we were able to brainstorm and have those ideas, as opposed to coming in with a cookie cutter approach and saying, well, this is what we do. You guys were really, not to use an old cliche, but thinking outside of the box with me and gave me new ideas.
What I think makes PRP different is that anyone can be a consultant, but PRP hires truly experts in the field that they're working in. And I've always been extremely impressed by whenever I'm introduced to someone on the PRP team and we're talking about, say, office supplies, the person I'm dealing with is somebody who's worked for Staples, or they were the buying manager for Office Depot, and that's who PRP has hired. So they know the tricks of the trade, if you will. For instance, on our supply renegotiation, we went with Staples, and I had no idea, but they will change the box for the exact same product that they're selling and charge you more for the red box. It's your Staples, right? But it's in a red box and they charge you more. Well, PRP knows these little tricks and they are on them, and that is, to me, incredibly impressive.
Yeah, big difference with PRP is first the people. The people are great to work with. They're friendly. They're personable. They operate with complete and total transparency. And then it's the ongoing management and ongoing relationship building that PRP brings to the partnership. Many organizations that help with expense management will come in and help you to manage the expense once, and then you don't see them again until they want something else from you. With PRP, it's truly a partnership. I mean, it's as if you've just expanded your staff by the number of resources that PRP and the expertise that they have, and they bring with them to the relationship. And so it's this ongoing management and relationship building. Just one of our expense accounts, my first great story with them was with PRP is they managed one expense account and cut the expense in half. They still manage it for us today. and it's maybe a tenth of what the expense was 5 years ago. And all of that's because of this ongoing management relationship that PRP, the approach that PRP takes.
What makes PRP different is the fact that they come in, they do the analysis, they provide a projection, and then once you engage with them, they monitor this on an ongoing basis. So other providers that I've met previously do not do the ongoing monitoring after they've provided the guidance. As well, PRP provides great quarterly reports that are very informative to us and provide the details and the backup to substantiate the savings. And there's ongoing communication with my people.
I think that the biggest difference I noticed working with PRP was it didn't really feel like a consulting group. It felt more like just an extension of the team. They came right in. I felt comfortable with them. They weren't afraid to ask the questions that they needed to ask, and they jumped right into the data and really kind of took over the parts that we either didn't have resources for or didn't have the capability of doing. So it really felt right off the bat more like a partnership than kind of this odd consulting, we're not sure how much information we're going to give you, are you going to try to sell us on the back end? None of that really happened with PRP when I met with them. It was a very positive experience from the beginning and continues to be.